مصطفى الخضر، نائب رئيس جامعة الحسن الثاني بالدار البيضاء، مكلف بالبحث العلمي والتعاون والشراكة. حنا اليوم كنتواجدوا في هذا اللقاء المنظم من طرف البريتيش كانسل بالمغرب، اللي كيأسس ماشي لأول مرة، ولكن كيزيد في دعم العلاقة بين الجامعات المغربية وجامعات المملكة المتحدة فيما يخص العلاقات الأكاديمية، البيداغوجية، التكوينات والبحث العلمي. وهذا التعاون ماشي هو وليد ديال اليوم، ولكن هناك واحد المجموعة من المبادرات اللي كنقوموا بها مجموعين من أجل تطوير مهارات الباحثين بصفة عامة والباحثين الشباب بصفة خاصة في سلك الدكتوراه أو لا الأساتذة الجدد بالجامعات. هناك عدد من المشاريع اللي كنتحدثوا عليها، وآخر مشروع هو يعني واحد اعتماد واحد النظام ديال التقييم ديال البحث العلمي في الجامعات المغربية، واللي الوزارة كتشتغل عليه بواحد الشكل يعني متراسل. وبهذا الصدد خدينا النموذج ديال هذا النظام ديال التقييم اللي يتم العمل به في الجامعات ديال المملكة المتحدة، وحنا بصدد يعني التفكير ويعني المناقشة ديال هذا النظام. هناك مبادرات اخرين فيما يخص التكوينات وفيما يخص الدعم ديال المهارات في المقاولاتية، في الابتكار. هناك عدد كبير من المبادرات. اليوم كاين لقاء حول تعزيز المهارات فيما يخص يعني التغيير المناخي وفيما يخص الأزمات المناخية على المستوى العالمي. وتنظن أن غادي تكون يعني فرصة باش يمكن نتبادلوا الآراء حول يعني السبل ديال تطوير هذه المهارات.
شكرا أستاذ.
Professionals and researchers from across two countries, so and then they were highly participative in the events. And then we have collaborative research, which is mentor guided, and then we have those incentives, which is the funded.
Three thematic panel discussions on grid skills and research industry collaboration, and we'll be concluding with closing reflections and networking. Before we begin, please note a slight adjustment to the program. His Majesty's Ambassador, Mr. Alex Pitfield, has been delayed and will join us after session 1. We will proceed with the agenda and welcome him for his remarks shortly after the first session. So to start this seminar, I'm going to invite our colleague, with his team colleague from the Digital Higher Education, Scientific Research and Innovation, Mrs. Mulaya Shui, who is Director of Cooperation and Partnerships. For her remarks, please join me in welcoming Mrs. Shui.
Thank you so much. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor for me to address you today on behalf of the Ministry of Higher Education, Scientific Research and Innovation of the Kingdom of Morocco. At this event, Climate Connection, UK-Morocco Collaboration for Skills and Research. Our two countries have built long-standing relations in higher education and scientific research, beginning with the cultural agreement signed in the 80s. And growing into a dense network of partnerships between universities, research institutions, and skills providers. The 5 joint Morocco-UK Higher Education Commission, held since January 2020, most recently in London in May 2023, have provided a strategic platform to deepen dialogue, align priorities, and launch concrete initiatives in mobility, research, and capacity building. This cooperation is also reflected in programs and instruments such as the Research Connect Training Program, which has strengthened and the research capacities of 90 Moroccan academics, and the agreement signed on May 2023 with the British Council to facilitate English language certification for our students and staff, the United Kingdom has become one of the most attractive destinations for Moroccan students, with around 1,500 currently enrolled in British higher education institutions. Building on this momentum, the Memorandum of Understanding signed last June between the two governments has marked an important milestone. It provides a renewed and ambitious framework to expand cooperation, promote joint programs, and support mobility, research, and innovation across our higher educational system. Scientific cooperation has also intensified. For the period 23-24, Morocco-UK co-publication reached 1,200, representing around 4% of Morocco's total publication over this period, with an increase of 30% just in 1 year. In addition, there are more than 23 joint projects under the Horizon Europe program and 2 projects under the FOSCO program involving Morocco and UK partners. Ladies and gentlemen, today's event is fully aligned with Morocco's national priorities. Our country has placed sustainable development, energy transition, and climate resilience at the heart of its public policies. Our scientific production, increasingly structured around the sustainable development goals, shows a strong focus on energy transition, innovation, sustainable cities, and climate action, demonstrating that our universities and research centers are actively addressing major climate and sustainable development challenges. As Morocco seeks to position itself as a regional hub and continental hub in several strategic sectors, it is essential to train empowered and resilient human capacities. Higher education, scientific research, and vocational training therefore play a central role. This is precisely the added value of climate connection. It brings together universities, research centers, and researchers and experts from Morocco and the United Kingdom to share experience, showcase results, and explore new.
Presenting, I think, first. Yes, Ambassador.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Before I start, I cannot hide my happiness being in Morocco. This is my second time, and if just like to reflect, not only my happiness. I had many colleagues from Morocco. After 1 year in this project, I can claim I have hundreds of followers from ECRs, researchers, young students from all over Morocco. So that's really what I'm so happy that this has really made me feel, and I'm so happy also that this will continue for some time in the future. So it's about empowering women's climate change resilience in Morocco through research and technological innovation. So you can see that we have brought into the discussion going beyond the challenge on climate change and empowering women, which is evidently an important matter when it comes to climate change. Women that are displaced, poverty, challenges to sustainability, consumption of energy, transportation, into this ingredient that we brought into the project, which is technological innovation, because we both come from computer science perspective and computer engineering. And then this is how it started, moving forward with some more motivation, that even when we say climate change, it's evident that this is becoming even visible by eye. You see flooding in Wales where I come from Cardiff Metropolitan University in Cardiff, you see the flooding and the rain is really significant for that different years before. And even the droughts and challenges, desertification, more into Morocco and this sub-Saharan areas are really becoming really important. Looking at a parallel perspective, where women researchers, they constitute I'm not saying I'm going to say a little minority, but they are at the 30% of researchers worldwide. I think. So this is another motivation that we're not only trying to develop solutions for women, so that we tackle climate change and improve resilience, we would like to include women in providing those solutions, becoming the researchers, and not only the researchers, they are mentors. They are mentors, researchers available at all levels, so that we could together move forward into solving problems, empowering women to be leaders in climate resilience through interdisciplinary approaches. And interdisciplinary approaches brought another challenge to us. It means engineers, people coming from medicine, pharmacy, environmental studies, law, and beyond political sciences, putting them all together so that they come up with solutions. And this nicely aligned with the British Council's focus on equitable and inclusive higher education partnerships, and this partnership in particular is between the United Kingdom and so we have 4 objectives. Objective number 1, which is empowering early career researchers from diverse disciplines to tackle climate change related problems. And when we say ECR in the UK context, they are
important congress. Education, research and skills development are central to
also, we have gender impact or gender inequalities. We have also policies gaps and the needs that we need to inclusive context sensitivity data and governance reform to ensure equality, adaptation and So for our methodology, we had 3 steps. The first step, we started by doing a literature review, demographic and climate vulnerability data. Then we did a scoping of existing gender and governance frameworks. And we have the field work that we are still working on at this moment. We have 2 stages. The first stage is about doing semi-structured interviews with the community leaders. And the second thing is to do a focus group to discuss this with women in these rural areas. And finally, we're gonna gather the output or the data and do an analysis with it by doing an termic analysis using Brand and Clare 2006 framework. So here, the stakeholder engagement, as you can see or you can visualize, we have the map. We highlighted the place that we're gonna work with, and we're gonna work mainly with the rural women in Morocco, local communities and leaders of these communities, and also we're gonna work with some organization or
important congress. Education, research and skills development are central to
Please here we see the other one.
الهام جدا الذي يمثل عمق العلاقات المغربية البريطانية في مجال البحث العلمي والتعليم العالي والابتكار. هذا الحدث هو بمثابة ربط جسر بين الباحثين المغاربة والباحثين البريطانيين، خصوصا في مجال التغيرات المناخية ومجال خلق المشاريع المشتركة بين كل الطرفين. علي شوي مديرة التعاون والشراكة من وزارة التعليم العالي والبحث العلمي والابتكار.
شكرا.
Professor Dalila is working on water management and water energy